I want to introduce the Down Tube full suspension folding bike. Some of the features we have are height adjustable stem. So most people that are, more recreational riders would prefer to sit upright, hence they would lift it up higher. People that are going to be more aggressive usually, keep the stem a little bit lower. In addition to that, we have an angle adjustable stem, which means I can just loosen this 5mm hex bolt and the stem angle adjusts. Again, aggressive riders would, have it, set forward, and more recreational riders would have it set, closer to 60-degree maximum. In addition, I can remove the handlebar, flip the stem around, and use the 0 to 60-degree angle adjustability on this end, as well as, kind of pointing towards the rider instead of away from the rider. Hence, I would have 120 degrees of adjustability, 60 here and 60 here. In addition, the bar ends are adjustable. And, bar ends can go up or down. Generally, once again, recreational riders would prefer it up, a little bit higher, just kind of, kick back a little bit. More aggressive riders might prefer, when it's down, to get more of a tuck, more aerodynamic kind of positioning while you're riding. So, great. So there's some of the fitting options we have. Going down, we have nice quick releases everywhere. Aluminum, stainless parts on them. Then we go down to the suspension fork. So this is a Zoom Transarch design. So it's a really stiff, left to right stiff, not vertical stiff. Anyway, suspension fork. And it's preload adjustable. So turn it either clockwise or counterclockwise to adjust the preload on the fork. It's a coil spring MCU, microcellular urethane, inside the fork, which generally, I think they recommend should be rebuilt every year, is my understanding. However, we have people who have used these for a very, very long time, well over a year, with a lot of success. Okay, so moving down, we have very nice hubs, actually. The front hub, you can take a look, is a disc hub. It has a 6-bolt. It'll adapt to any 6-bolt rotors, essentially. So you can just, bolt on any standard rotor. The fork will accept any international standard calipers right here. So this guy is disc ready instantly. In addition, we have cable routing for the disc. There's cable routing here. Okay, great. So we have V brakes, front and rear, which are great. The preload is adjustable on the rear shock as well by turning this dial. Great. And also, I want to mention the front and rear tires are not the same. We're one of the few manufacturers that use different specs, front and rear. The reason being, there's a, essentially there's a push force on the front tire, pull force on the rear tire. Pushing is harder than pulling. Hence, we thinned out the front tire, minimize rolling resistance. And since, the weight distribution on this bike is towards the back, we kept the rear tire a lot thicker to get a lot more traction. So essentially with this configuration, we can go off-road and we can still ride on-road with, with minimizing rolling resistance by hitting at the front. So water bottle braze-ons are right here. So you can put a water bottle cage, no problem. Replaceable rear derailleur hanger is right here. So if ever, something hits your rear derailleur, you're not going to bend the frame. You're just going to bend the hanger. The hanger is actually very soft, hence you can bend it back, no problem. It's not a stiff hanger. We also sell stiff hangers, but we generally discourage them. We prefer soft hangers. This one can be bent back many times, as we have successfully done on many bikes over the years. So that's a really nice feature. In addition, we have a really nice drivetrain here. As you can tell, looking at the cassette has holes in it. For lightweight, it's a cassette also. It's not a freewheel. 9-speed Sunrace Juju drivetrain. Really nice rear hub. Again, quick release on the rear hub, and the rear axle actually, the rear actually accepts a disc as well, with cable routing for it, even though you would need a different hub. And that's pretty much a summary of most of the features on the down to full suspension.